International. What universe
The
did I wake up
Master
into?
Blaster.
That's what I call him. And
I
by the
love
way,
it. I
you
love
can
it.
predict as well at some point in the game. A poll will show up. You only have until the timer runs out to comment your prediction with a hashtag SmartPowersMPLS11. One lucky commenter who guesses correctly will win a redeemable in-game code. Remember, keep an eye out for the poll and keep an eye out for some action here. Wolf, any predictive analysis on how the first 2-3 minutes of the game might go?
Oh, there's going to be a lot of healing. Oh, Agent Zero, the god of first blood, but now he had help. Oh, wait.
It's the other way around.
If I have the time, I'm going to geek it out, right? But I don't think that we will. Maybe after this game. But I just want to say, Blacklist, for the entirety of the group stages, when they play Estes, when they struggled, they have found a lot of issues like reaching level 4 for ohmyvenus. This time, what they did was an early switch. Top lane, you can see that pheww and Edward shared EXP so that they will not have to wait for 2 minutes before they switch out. And this is the solution that Blacklist is looking for.
On the day where the solution visited our hallowed grounds here, Blacklist finds a solution. By the way, who will gain more assists in this game? Owgwen or ohmyvenus? Don't forget to use the hashtag SmartPowersMPLS11 when commenting on the live stream. So, ohmyvenus might actually be able to hit level 4 potentially quicker than Owgwen. But now flaptzy. Does this mean he'll be playing from behind, or is the quick early kill that early just something not to worry about?
If anything, it's not Flap that's actually struggling with this. It's kyletzy. Why's got a free camp on him because of the whole rotation up top.
I think this is... I just can't believe that Blacklist will eventually do it. There's just a long history of this. This deserves a whole video just to explain what are the semantics of what happened, what are the rudiments that happened at top lane.
They're doing it again. You asked the question, will flaptzy suffer? It looks like he will. He's not going to be part of this turtle dance as we start. Yes, I'm expecting this to be a dance. Both Wise and Kyle want first dibs on this snowball turtle. First turtle here, 2 minutes, 50 seconds in. Full reset. pheww with the RWM, very low. pheww just going out. Edward gets the ride on him. There's an electro final blow into the back line. The heal coming in from Owgwen. Edward, Agent Zero takes down the idol of the kids. And that's going to be another kill for Blacklist.
And because of that, look, there's Fredrin in the jungle of BREN, but that's not BREN's Fredrin, and Blacklist got more kills around that turtle pit, which is still up.
Oh, this is such a... Wow, Blacklist just did their homework. You can see that instead of fighting around the turtle, they just held on to it and team fought. They did not take out the turtle. This time, Wise is going to walk into the turtle with a level ahead of kyletzy because of how much monsters or creeps he took away from BREN's jungle. And they are just going to hold on to the turtle. They don't need it. All they need was to farm. And now Blacklist is leading by 1,500 in gold.
Oh, contest kyletzy. Not by contesting the turtles, but by contesting his jungle when he doesn't even know what's happening.
That's 4 members of Blacklist right on top of Kyle. Here comes flaptzy for the response. ohmyvenus, the heal. Very low turtle, about 1/10 of its health. Wise secures it. Flap tried. But then again, Blacklist now growing that lead to about 2K.
Yeah, it looks like this will continue to balloon, Wolf, as the lead and the levels between the two junglers are starting to form a noticeable gap. kyletzy still about to hit level 6, a quarter of the way there. But I agree with you, Blacklist did their homework in terms of how to rotate, but
whole pressure on this carry. Stunned very quickly. BREN knows that they can force it.
Yeah, you know, I've seen a lot of Blacklist games, and you know, to the point where I study them. This is a different rotation. Whatever they're doing, it's so totally different.
We were thinking, usually we think of picks in terms of something new. This time Blacklist is showing a new rotation, contesting the orange.
Here it is. About 1/3 of its health left in retribution range. Wise not going to force the issue. Let's Kyle get a buff. See how interesting I use my words? Let's Kyle get his buff. The first 4 minutes of this game, Wise was calling the shots.
I will allow you. This is yours for now. A terrifying thought. We were talking about these two junglers, the power between these two. About to hit level 5 here. Some items rolling in already. I think I saw an Ice Queen Wand on the hands of USE.
Yeah. So what now? What happens now for BREN Esports is that there's just really no contention that they can do around all of these big objectives unless they win a team fight. That should be their goal right now. So you are really seeing what the Blacklist International have prepared for against BREN Esports. The pattern of what they're doing, it's totally different from what they are doing in the group stages. It's Blacklist just coming up prepared for BREN Esports.
Oh.
Will he commit the real world manipulation? 3v2.
Oh, they timed it well. Blazing the wet, an early pull from supermarco. Owgwen very low. Gets taken down underneath tier 1. Now Wise coming in from the back line, forcing out an early BMI from Marco. He does survive. pheww from the back line finds V. Doesn't let him go. The Queen still stands with the heal and the ult. Oh, and Owl pushes his whole time. Blacklist International have bought so much time across the map. Now they're going to make a visit towards the turtle pit. Can Blacklist seal it away? Wise takes the turtle! And kyletzy has Agent Zero on him. This Lancelot might not be long for the world. Can flaptzy save his jungler? The answer is no. Wise takes another head. BREN Esports are out of their tempo.
Absolutely. They have double heal now with, of course, the Florin ultimate and the Estes ultimate. But so far, nobody can stay in front. So this is where the weirdness starts from BREN Esports. They decided to go for a Benedetta, which is not a tank hero. They wanted to go for sustain. Surely, you want to stay in front of Blacklist International, but no hero will be staying in front, right? There's no tanker.
They need the peel.
Yeah, they
So
don't have
weird.
it. It's quite divey, quite messy. While Blacklist is a quite static formation. You know what they're going to be doing. And they do it so well that BREN will expectantly struggle as they want to hold on to this mid lane turret. And it seems like Blacklist have solved, you said the magic phrase earlier, Leo, have taken BREN out of their tempo. The key to victory earlier for BREN was flex your aggressive tempo. BREN can't flex anything because Blacklist said it from minute 1. Nay, second 25.
Now we see Blacklist just taking control again. They don't have to force anything. They are playing to their tempo. They're waiting for Owl, and Owl might have said yes. flaptzy going in for the forward flicker. flaptzy does survive, gets his life, keeps it, but just for now. But still, everything still belongs to Blacklist.
The benefit of having a global heal coming out from owgwen, but all that gave to BREN Esports is just a little bit of time. Now Blacklist International are going to be pressuring top lane once again because what they know is that supermarco is the only win condition left for BREN. And if they do shut down supermarco, there's nothing left.
And here's a big skirmish inside the purple pit of BREN Esports. RWM from both sides. And looking for a grab. Oh, just pandemonium in here. Blazing Duet coming in from supermarco. All the targets hit, but just like that, ohmyvenus heals up the rest of Blacks International. No dice. BREN take no one down.
Everybody's just sustaining themselves. Well, that is the power of the Florin, of course, and the Estes. That is actually very surprising that BREN Esports lasted for that long. You can see that even after trailing behind, they still have some shots.
Oh, and from the turtle, they make a beeline straight for the purple. And right in front of kyletzy, spending his retribution, Wise commits Grand Theft Purple.
Not enough damage just yet in the books for BREN. Actually, it was after that long engage where we saw supermarco just got to build the golden staff, so he didn't have it there. Owl, Flap, pheww, Venus up top as BREN tries to hold on to their top turret. Here comes pheww. Looks like Blacklist might be able to break it here.
A two-man defense sent in by BREN Esports. The RWM keeps flaptzy and takes him down. Here comes owgwen to the response. pheww with an RWM of his own. Owl forcing the issue, gives the kill up to Wise. pheww goes down. Now, on a Brazer's Wrath, point blank on a supermarco, taking down the gold laner from BREN Esports.
So many mistimed ultimate spells coming out from BREN Esports. First, the ultimate coming out from owgwen, not saving flaptzy. Then they fought, and then after the BMI, you can see that Wise is just on point with a taunt, and he uses the ultimate. You can see it happening from a mile away, but you don't really know how much damage it will deal. But because of the lead that Wise already amassed against supermarco, the levels are there and the damage was there. Blacklist International on a tear against BREN Esports.
Sweet revenge against the Beast. So what I mentioned earlier for Blacklist International, it's only game number 1, but right now BREN is killless. No kills secured. They only got a tower up top. Blacklist have been controlling this game, and with controlling the mid and the jungle, they've controlled the pace in which supermarco can farm.
A little bit of a requiem though, some redemption for kyletzy. He does get the purple, but at what cost? That tier 2 down bottom might as well have been taken down by Wise. Just the same. The past minute of silence, I believe, has been just excruciating for the Hive. BREN is getting nothing. Again, Reptar, you mentioned it. Nothing.
I always thought BREN Esports as one of the teams that really solved the Ube strategy, but then Blacklist have just brought it back and they're now dominating as they continue to do so, taking away another buff away from kyletzy with the Lord up.
Poor Kyle. Blacklist can just make a call to go for the Lord here, and BREN would be the better, the smarter to not contest.
Yeah. I think the last 2 picks of BREN Esports looked really like a pocket strategy, and maybe we have put so much trust on the BREN Esports when they did pick it up. But now you're gonna see it in practice. flaptzy's Benedetta isn't doing anything, even after his death. Right? You're gonna think that maybe he can do something for the team, but if you think about it as BREN Esports lineup as a whole, composition as a whole, he does not achieve anything apart from like clearing the waves. Because somebody has to be in front.
Threatening the kill on a Master Blaster, owgwen. He gets out of dodge, spending that flicker. Blacklist with their trademark Ube, moving as one, crossing that river, going straight for the Lord.
Pretty sure Ube is also the flavor of ice cream glue. That's the new skin, and I know it's not ice cream, but might as well just call it ice cream glue.
Yeah,
you're hungry.
Yes, I am quite hungry. Supermarco, by the way, still hungering for gold, but was finally able to build the corrosion size. So that's 3 main items already. Is this enough, or does BREN need to turtle it out even longer?
For sure, I think that they have to turtle it out, like super duper late game. That's my answer to you. Fortunately, they have a lot of weight here because of the Benedetta as well as the Claude. But until they get all the items up, until they get immortalities up, I don't think that BREN Esports can really match up against Black. This is such a strong comp that Blacklist has right now.
Oh man, I see exactly what Wise and Edward were doing. They were baiting kyletzy to commit to the orange, but that won't happen. Owl almost takes down flaptzy, almost single-handedly with the Queen down south. Going ahead and making sure that her gold laner doesn't go down. Look at supermarco. I wonder if Owl knows there's an RWM coming in. Down goes El Cuago del Loco. He muerte, fam.
4-1 trade. kyletzy was left alone in the Lord, but BREN Esports found the key target in the Cuago, and BREN Esports have found a lot of space up top.
And credit to the idol of the kids, man. Legendary pheww. Utilizing that real-world manipulation to its full effect. Of course, they punish the overextension coming out from Owl, but you can see that the way that pheww used the edges of the real-world manipulation to lock down Owl. So masterful.
And Owl had no business. He's not running a Purify. He couldn't get out of there even if he had the flicker. So now, we'll see how far that takes BREN Esports. It's a little bit of redemption, a little bit of consolation, but I don't know if it's enough to help him contest his Lord.
It's not going to be that case. I guess that what they bought here is time for the split push.
Oh, kyletzy, but that half health. RWM coming in from pheww. Very low, kyletzy. Not going to survive. Agent Zero gets the kill. Now the Lord in retribution range. There's an Electro final blow. Look at the top lane coming in from supermarco. Marco, what are you doing? Pulling the page out of Betty Cutie's book. Oh, not quite so, says Owl. And yes, BREN Esports gets a penetration, but Black gets Lord.
Man, I was gonna criticize BREN Esports for fighting under that Lord fight, because I honestly thought that BREN Esports made a mistake, but that wasn't the case. It was the part of the plan all along. kyletzy might have died, but supermarco achieved a very important objective. Taking out one inhibitor turret means that now they can control the minions much better.
The team that has been playing behind since 25 seconds was the first to break down an inhibitor turret, but Blacklist looking for revenge here in the mid and here with the siege.
The waves are crashing in from Black's International. Up top, that's a Luminous Lord. It will crash on through this inhibitor. Let's see BREN looking for the defense. Wise, the front liner. He's put down to a third of his health. Mid lane in jeopardy. Owl coming in. Flap trying to cut the line here. kyletzy as well. Drawing lines among the members of Black's International. supermarco taking down the Lord. An inhibitor falls down in mid as well. Blacklist. I believe that's mission successful.
Absolutely.
Oh, BREN Esports gold laner. Their condition is met. He has the items they need to deal damage.
Oh,
but he's black.
An RWM coming in from pheww. And there's like a final blow. Flap trying to stop this push. But they're not going to stop. No minions coming in. Blacklist calls it off.
What a play there by Black. And it's sent back supermarco. Couldn't maximize the blazing duet.
Still going. And the waves are still coming, and BREN is still holding on.
Yeah, and both teams are just so good at team fighting. You see that bottom lane, US started the ultimate. Early world manipulation was actually greatly timed, but BREN Esports had owgwen's ultimate to survive, and supermarco also got away. Nobody died in that skirmish, and no turret died as well in the bottom lane. Well, it is true that Blacklist International will have the macro advantage since they have more map control, courtesy of taking out 2 inhibitors. But BREN Esports, after pushing that top lane, means that they kind of equalized in one lane. You can see that they are behind by 7,000, but it's not impossible for them to mount a comeback.
Can they? It's the biggest question. Almost 8,000 behind, 35 seconds until the Lord spawns. One of the biggest things that has been giving BREN problems is the fact that, yes, other than just his farm, but in combat, in a fight, Edward and the rest of Blacklist is led by Edward's glue, has been completely disrupting kyletzy's flow of dashing in and dashing out, forcing him to use Thorn Rose way too early, Phantom Execution, just to avoid getting controlled. They're layering their crowd control abilities onto a Lancelot incredibly well.
And there's not much iframes kyletzy can play with. It's so difficult, man. And to think that his XP laner, flaptzy, is more like a scalpel, while Agent Zero, Edward, is a sledgehammer. The fact that BREN Esports is still in this is utterly impressive.
Yeah. They're doing it by trying to win team fights that they by playing off map.
owgwen walks into an almost deadly bush, but it's not going to happen so quickly. Not like that. Flaptzy forces one. supermarco coming in from the back line. RWM coming in from pheww. And Marco might take down ohmyvenus. Down goes the queen. London Bridge has fallen. It's a 4v5. pheww taken down. The RWM canceled quickly. Here comes kyletzy facing up against Edward. Oh, wow, there's some breathing room for BREN.
And that was a well-executed sandwich play. Because of the gank from supermarco, it forced Edward away from helping Wise in the Lord. It looked like a free one for Wise, but kyletzy was also there to contest. And now, because of everything that happened, now BREN Esports are in prime contention position for this Lord as supermarco pushes down bottom.
Let's see if that's going to happen. There's a push down bottom, and in mid, a skirmish. pheww with the RWM. Marco with the push. Down goes owgwen. Look at flaptzy. Just dashing on through the 2 and 3 members behind that wall. Now it's just pheww and kyletzy. And Marco is still just pushing. Is this a deja vu of the same gambit from earlier? Albeit, might be a little too expensive.
Very, very expensive. Now they won't have Benedetta to clear out the mid lane. Surely they will have Kyle. No immortality for both of these players from BREN.
Oh, they're holding on. Marco, a 10th of his health. No minions. BREN Esports still in this. Blacklist, though, they are a complete lineup. They're going to go straight for this evolved Lord.
Blacklist International have found a way to keep the lead in their hands while BREN Esports continue to send Marco down bot. What will Blacklist do? Edward will be able to recall back. Free Lord for Blacklist.
Too easy, and now for BREN Esports, all they need to do is to clear out the minions, maybe cut some waves. But Blacklist International are always deadly with the Lord push. You're gonna have to be very worried, and it is going to be the mid lane. You can see Owl already ushering the minions up top so that it will be a 2-pronged attack. And Edward also into the bottom lane. Somebody has to attend to the side lanes before they engage in the mid lane. Otherwise, Blacklist will just win this by sheer power. They are going to be treating this Lord like a battering ram against the gates of BREN Esports.
At 9 minutes, that 8k gold lead is still massive. Like, you know you're outgunned.
Oh, pheww showed himself.
Oh, no. Spends that flick.
Carry!
And he has the carry ult. This Valentina not long for the world. That's a 4v5, maybe even a 4v6 as the Lord is still standing. Look at kyletzy struggling to clear the waves. The Lord will eventually go down. And kyletzy in no man's land. He's far from his teammates. Oh, the waves are crashing on through. flaptzy just attacking each wave, each member. Oh, owgwen with the RWM. kyletzy just dashing on through. Blazing towards Benton already by supermarco. Ladies and gentlemen, BREN Esports will lose this defense. Blacklist draws first blood.
1-0 for Blacklist. Folks, this is Blacklist International's first game win against BREN Esports this season, and they do it in dominating fashion in the playoffs.
They also did it with their signature picks. You can see the glue priority coming out from Blacklist International with the Eve. They get the first blood on to the Benedetta.